What's good, YouTube? It's Yeti bringing you another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. So here I have a nice match against Pokemonbroep EP10. I found him on the Smoggin Wi-Fi Battle Finder, and he was actually really good. This is a pretty long battle too. Skarmory is MVP, just giving you a little heads up. So let's just go. Let's break down the team. So I have my regular team I've been using for like the last two battles, and my opponent has a little mixed OU stuff, a lot of physical attackers. So I know right away that Skarmory's gonna take them on phenomenally, and the only threats on his team is Volcarona, and if he gets both his screens up, well, I'm thinking before the match, it's a dual screen Espeon. So those are going to be the only problems. But as long as I take those out, Skarmory could easily like wall everything else, and then I'll be able to get a little sweep with Dragonite or something. But that wasn't the case. Let me just get to the battle. So I thought I was gonna talk a little more about this, but I apparently couldn't. Okay. Anytime. Alright, there's battle. Alright, so I sped this up by a lot so I can get under 15 minutes. But yeah. So I lead off with Ferrothorn while my opponent leads off with Scizor. So right off the bat, predicting me to go for Stealth Rocks, he switches in Espeon to bounce back my Stealth Rocks. So that was good on his part. I should have predicted that. And went for like what move is that? Power Whip, yeah. So he goes straight for his Reflect, and even with the Reflect up, that Power Whip did a lot. So now he's gonna Baton Pass. So I see maybe he's running the same set that Shofu used against that battle against Black 02125. So he Baton Passes out and brings in his Volcarona so he can start setting up and eventually take out my Ferrothorn. So here he goes for the Quiver Dance, and I go for the Stealth Rocks because I need to get my rocks up, because the rest of his Pokemon are big threats. Like his Gyarados, I have to take that out, and I have to do as much damage as I can to that. So I'm thinking I can live with +1 Fiery Dance, but apparently I can't. So Ferrothorn did more. He did more. Alright, I can't talk right now. Ferrothorn did more than he needed. So more than he needed to. Alright. So now I bring in my Dirty Laundry, my Rotom Wash form. So I go for what's that move? Hydro Pump, trying to get like that lucky crit that Black 02125 had, but apparently I can't, and he lives. So now he's able to take me out easily with a Bug Buzz. So far I lost Rotom Wash, and Rotom Wash was really gonna help me against that Gyarados, but it's fine because I still have a little strategy planned. So anyways, so now I bring in my Terrakion, my Scarf Terrakion, going for the revenge kill, and so he stays in. That's good because he doesn't want anything else taking like a Stone Edge or a Rock Slide or whatever. So now he brings out his Repulsion to completely wall me. Well, not wall me, but he has the Mach Punch, and that's not 4 times, 2 times effective to me. So I have to switch out. So I switch into Gengar, expecting him to go for a Mach Punch, but he's smart and he goes for the Bulk Up. So now he's got +1 attack and +1 defense. So I know he has the Payback instead of Stone Edge. So whatever he goes for, I'm gonna go for a substitute, so I could bait him to use Payback or Stone Edge, so I could disable it, because I'm a sub-disable Gengar. So as I planned out, it worked. So now Payback is disabled, so he can't hit me. So now I get to go for a free substitute, because he has to switch, because his other 2 moves are probably Mach Punch and Dragon Punch. And now he brings in Scizor, so I get a free sub up against Scizor. And Scizor goes for the Bullet Punch now, I think. Yeah, Scizor goes for the Bullet Punch now to do as much damage as he can to my Gengar. To get rid of its sub. So I go for the Focus Blast, and of course I missed a very important move, like I usually do in all my other battles. So he goes for the Bullet Punch, and that Bullet Punch is going to do a lot. Almost take me out, but it doesn't. So now that I see he has Bullet Punch, I don't know what his other moves are at this point, because I didn't see any leftovers or anything. I thought it was a Bandit, not a Bandit, Scarf, but apparently it is a leftover set. So I'm thinking, alright, it's probably Swords Dance with Roost, means I see leftovers on it. So he goes for the Bullet Punch now on my Skarmory, and I know Skarmory can wall everything else he has on his team. The only problem now is having to take on that Espeon. So I go for the Brave Bird, predicting him to switch out, thinking I will go for Spikes, but he stays in. And so I'm thinking, alright, he's probably going to stay and go for a Swords Dance, trying to do some sort of damage. It probably has Superpower instead of Bug Bite. But apparently he doesn't. He predicts me nicely while I go for the Spikes. And so he brings in Espeon to bounce back my Spikes. So my opponent, he just been outthinking me completely. So that's really good on his. You have to subscribe to him after this battle. And now he goes for the Reflect again. So that Reflect is really annoying. So I go for a Brave Bird. Brave Bird does nothing to it because of Reflect. And now I go... No, now he goes for the Psychic, pretty much sacrificing his Espeon. And I now know his moves. So it's Dual Screen, Baton Pass, and Psychic instead of Moonlight. So I know I can take it out no matter what. So he goes for the Psychic now, and I think this turn I go for the Roost, trying to get my HP back. Yeah. So I go for the Roost now. So now this part is like pretty long. Skarmory stays in for a hell of a long time because I need to try taking out this Espeon, and I need Skarmory to set up its spikes so that whenever something else comes in, I can get some damage on, since I already have Stealth Rocks up. So that's why I'm just going for Roost now, trying to get Skarmory as much health as possible. Luckily for me, he doesn't get a special defense drop. So now Skarmory's at max HP, and he Baton Passes out now. So I guess he's trying to save Espeon as Death Water because I already have my Stealth Rock. So he predicts me nice and go when I go for the Brave Bird, and that Brave Bird did nothing to Scizor because of Reflect. It still wouldn't do anything because it's neutral and Skarmory doesn't have the best attack. So I go for another Brave Bird, thinking he'll switch out or anything, but he goes for the Swords Dance, and I'm fine because I've taken +6 Ice Fangs from Gliscor, Adamant Nature, and I've been able to Roost. So now I see the Roost. So now I'm thinking, alright, now I know it has Bug Bite instead of Superpower because he hasn't gone for Superpower yet. So now I Whirlwind him out because he has the +2 into Haxorus, and this Haxorus, I'm not gonna say it was, it really stopped my plan that I was gonna do later on. It could have shortened the battle. No, not really. The battle would have been the same length. Anyways, his Reflect wears out. Now he brings in Gyarados after Espeon. After he uses Espeon as Death Water, so he goes for the Waterfall now. And oh my god, I thought he had King's Rock or something, because he goes for the Waterfall and gets a flinch. I freaking hate hacks. Alright, this game does not like me. I'm telling you, I wanted to slap my DS after this flinch here. Alright, he gets 2 flinches in a row. So I'm thinking, don't tell me he's gonna flinch me for 5 turns straight, like Freeze Hacks in the last video froze me for 5 turns straight. So he goes for the Waterfall again. Thank God I don't get flinch again, and I'm able to go for a Roost now. And I completely wall Gyarados. I might have -1 attack now, but I still walled him fairly nice, as long as he doesn't get the flinches off of me. But there's no more flinches after this. So now he goes for the Dragon Dance. I don't know why he went for Dragon Dance. If I have Whirlwind and I have Stealth Rocks up. So now I go for my first layer of Spikes, and now I can just set up Spikes. The rest of his attackers are physical attackers, and the only one that's immune to Spikes is Gyarados. But Stealth Rock is still going to take a lot of damage from it. So he goes for the Waterfall now. That Waterfall did a good amount, but I'm able to Whirlwind him out. So his +1 goes away, and now he brings in his Conkeldurr, and I could wall this thing for days too. As long as I Roost at the right time, because Drain Punch. Because when you use Roost, it's the Pokemon loses its Flying type, and so I'm stuck with the Steel type. And as you can see, it wasn't super effective there. But later on in the battle, I'm gonna use Roost, and then he's gonna go for the Drain Punch, and it's gonna be super effective and do a lot more damage. For example, this turn right here. So I go for the Roost here, and then he goes for the Drain Punch to do as much damage as possible. So look how much damage. Look at the damage difference from the last Drain Punch to this one. This one did almost half, a little less than half, probably like 45%. So I'm able to just lay up spikes now because he's probably just gonna go for drain punch. I mean, now he's gonna go for bulk up. And I'm thinking, alright, I have whirlwind still. I can still whirlwind him out, bring in Gyarados or something because they're gonna take damage from all my hazards that are, all my hazards that are up. Alright, so now whirlwind him out because he has a +1, and I don't want to take any +1 bulk up, any +1 drain punches if I have to roost. So now I whirlwind him into Haxorus, and I wall this thing too. And as long as it doesn't have brick break, I'm able to, roost up. So he goes for the outrage. Outrage is gonna do anything. So now I'm taking advantage of this, and I'm gonna go for roost to get my max HP again. So here, just roost again. My throat is getting dry now from talking so much. So yeah, so he goes for outrage again. This is gonna do like 60 HP. That's like not even. That's probably like 10%. I don't even know. Wow. All right. I've been talking a lot so far. Anyways, so I go for the roost again, and now I'm at max HP. So now I'm able to whirlwind him out this turn. No, I think I start laying up spikes again. If I didn't get my 3 turns, my 3 spikes. No, I think I laid up my 3 layers of spikes already. Alright, anyways. So now he brings in his Gyarados. Well, after I whirlwind him out, he brings in Gyarados. And now, well, I need water or something. Anyways, he goes for the Dragon Dance, and I still have Whirlwind. I might be -2 attack, and that -2 attack really, like, hurt me. So now I whirlwind him out again after he goes for the +1. He should just gone for Waterfall and prayed for flinch hacks or something. But apparently he doesn't. And when I saw Intimidate, I'm thinking maybe it's a bulky nature, not like an impish Dragon Dance set, because he had Dragon Dance, and I've seen a couple people use that, and it works fine. So here he's thinking I'm gonna go for Roost, but he goes for the Drain Punch, just trying to get his HP back up, but it doesn't matter because I'm at -2 attack, but I can still go for Brave Bird and do a good amount of damage. If I was at, if I wasn't at -2, I'll probably do a lot more. Maybe even take it out from that range. Anyways, he goes for the Payback, and Payback isn't gonna do anything to me either. So every single Pokemon he has left, I completely wall. I could have made the battle kind of longer, maybe, if I just kept whirlwinding him out. But that would have been a lot longer, and I know from this point I could have won because I'm getting his Pokemon at a really low HP from all my hazards and whirlwind and stuff. So yeah, so pretty much the rest of the battle was just me Brave Birding and whirlwinding him out. Well, this time here I let my Skarmory die. I think not this turn, but like this is like the last time I didn't whirlwind. I just needed to take this guy out because I know he has the Mach Punch, and I don't want something coming in and him being at low HP and being able to Mach Punch like my Dragonite or my Terrakion. I need to get rid of the bug types. I mean, not the bug types. The priority moves. So by getting rid of this guy first, this is the key. So when I switched out before, I knew I could live with another Stealth Rocks, and I'm immune to spikes. So he brings in his Scizor now, and I go for the Shadow Ball, and oh my god, I was so mad. Critical hit, but it doesn't take it out. Oh my god, and I get the special defense drop. So I guess the flinch hacks made up for that, but it didn't really matter because the rest of my attack on Pokemon are physical attackers. So here he goes for a Bullet Punch and takes out my Gengar. So now I bring my man's Dragonite, and Dragonite, I love this Pokemon because I knew, well, I had to ask my friend if maybe I could live a Bullet Punch, but smart for him, he goes for the Sword Dance to do a lot more damage to me. Maybe even take me out. So here I was a little scared, but I was like, I'm at +1 speed and +1 attack. I'm definitely gonna take it out, and I'm definitely gonna take a Bullet Punch nicely. So he goes for the Bullet Punch, and I take it fine, and I'm able to Fire Punch him in the face and finish him. So yeah, what's left? Alright, so now he brings in Haxorus, and Haxorus, oh my, I was praying it wasn't Scarf, but it was. So now I hit the 15-minute mark in my video. So this battle was really long. Anyways, so now I'm able to take him out with Rock Slide, and I still remember that Gyarados had Intimidate. So after all the the hazard take out Conquer, I was praying that Spikes is gonna take it out. But anyways, I know he still had Gyarados, and I'm thinking, alright, even though I'm at -1, I'm max attack. I should be able to take it out as long as it's not Impish with a lot of defense EVs. And it doesn't have a lot of defense EVs. It probably wasn't Impish, but still, that was a great battle. I'm able to take him out, and yeah, that's the end of the battle. So anyways, guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe to me if you just ran along my channel. Subscribe to my opponent. His link will be in the description. And yeah, peace.